Hey, it's me, evilTeuton, and this is Six Days of Sacrifice. And without further ado, because I know that you're hyped, because I'm hyped, and we're all pumped here, but patience, my friends. It's the second day, it's the first day. Not much is gonna happen, or is it? Let's give Samantha the guns. Ah, excellent. Now we certainly have the upper hand. The cultist is just through this door. All we have to do is secure him in the holding cell, then we can negotiate our release. Will Janine be joining us? No. She said she was too afraid. Afraid? Odd. Well, anyway, we'll both take a gun. Even a man with 2 limbs out of commission can fire a gun. Not really. That's not true. Don't try this at home. Turn around slowly, Canning. No sudden movements. Music. Hearty. So this is how your employment ends, with betrayal. Employment? Shut up! If there was any betrayal here, it was when you lunatics locked me up. We had no choice, Hearty. You refused to listen to reason. I said shut up! I'm taking you to the cell. Look, you guys! Stop right there. If you point your gun at me, I will fire. Damn you! You never understood, did you, Hearty? There's no point in resisting us. We have God on our side. What the hell is going on? Take them to the holding cell. I will. Look at that. I am the caretaker, I am the guide. They are only unconscious and will awaken soon. Go to sleeping quarters and seal yourselves in. It is not wise to roam this place at night. And who are you? A friend. Now go. Sam, I'm sorry, Janine. They overpowered us. Oh God, I can't take much more of this. When are they going to send help? It seems they did. Him? Why don't you tell Janine the same things you told me, Mr. DeCabe? I am a council planning inspector. Someone tipped us off that that the cult were building something. They sent me to see if that was true. So you see, Janine, your call was answered. You sent the tip. A council planning inspector? It's almost laughable. But now there's no way we're getting out of here. Yes, there is. We're going to overpower Canning and make him escort us out. Excuse me. You tried that and it didn't work? We just have to keep trying. Will you please listen? I beg your pardon? I fell down an elevator shaft this morning. I'm tired, I'm in pain, I don't know where I am. And all you've done is boss me around and evade my questions. I want to know who the hell you people are and what the hell is going on. I apologize, Mr. DeCabe, but there was no need to shout. Perhaps there is time to fill you in now. Sorry, where shall we start? Alright. You want to get the full thing? Let's do the full thing. A little bit of exposition. This is very 5 Daisy. What is this place? You're in a small laboratory complex under the ophthalmology building. Which, as I have already said, is a front for the Order of Blessed Agonies. The complex is laid out around a large circular chamber they call the hub. They've definitely got something important in there. But neither of us have been inside. What is the Order of Blessed Agonies? They're an insane masochist cult who think pain is the answer to everything. And from what I've seen, they're very creative in the ways they inflict it upon each other. They worship some mad demon god called Chzo or something. I'd never even heard of them. I'd heard of ophthalmology, what with all the celebrities that are members. Oh, side jab. Ophthalmology is just a front. It funds the true organization, the Order. They hide behind the acceptable front to keep themselves secret. Saying you want to hurt people to purify them causes a lot of concern for the authorities. So where are all the cultists now? We don't know. They used to be all over the place. They started drifting away soon after they finished construction of the facility. Canning and the Hat Man are the only ones left as far as we know. It's like they intend to abandon the place with us inside. If they haven't already. Who are you? I'm Dr. Samantha Harty. I'm a scientist. If my lab coat doesn't tell you that already. Tell you what kind of... and so forth. My name is Janine... Oh, I missed it. I'm a freelance journalist for a couple of magazines. Mainly celebrity gossip stuff. Oh, that's good. How did you get here? I was looking around the ophthalmology headquarters. I wanted to do a feature on them for the magazine since so many celebrities have joined them. I was just having a little snoop about when I discovered this place. Then, of course, they threw me in the holding cell. Sam was already there. I'd been doing a little contract work for the Order here in the labs. Turns out they really don't want anyone to know about the stuff they've been doing here. What kind of stuff? I prefer not to say. She won't tell me either. So you don't want to betray client confidentially? They threw you in a cell. I got that word wrong. It's just that it was work I'm not proud of, which will probably reflect poorly on me once this is all over. I'd rather take steps to ensure it doesn't get out now, rather than regret it later. Please don't press the matter. We escaped from the cell a few hours ago, then you dropped in. And that's as far as we know. Okay, I have to... These three voices, doing them in rapid succession, isn't it easy as it... Okay, so the cape is... Why are we being held here? And then Samantha, that's easy. Why are we being held here? And then Janine is... Why are we being held here? Why are we being held here? I have the most trouble switching back to the cape. Because initially I always end up sounding like Hardy, so... Right, moving on. Why are we being held here? Most likely to protect a secret. But if that was all, why haven't they just killed us? Maybe they need us for something? I don't like the sound of that. I think only the cultists can answer your question fully. Oh, I gotta move the mic again. It's good that you guys can't even see what's going on here. It's a mess. So, alright, I'm sorry, I'm back. Who is Canning? Is he the leader of the cult? God, no. Before the others evacuated, he answered to a guy named Garriott. And even he seemed to be subordinate to someone they called the Prince. Oh. But I don't think I've ever seen him. Canning is just some low-level acolyte ordered to make sure we don't escape. Personally, I think he's just as much a prisoner down here as we are. I think they wanted to get rid of him for some reason. But he's too dense to notice. He's still following orders like a faith-blinded sheep. Who was the man in the hat? I think he's just a mercenary hired to act as a security guard. Yes. You mean the guy dressed as Trilby? What? Who? You know a Trilby, the dashing gentleman thief from those old horror movie serials? The Defoe Manor Murderers? Hotel Horror? I don't watch many movies, I'm afraid. Why would a security guard be dressed up as a cult character? I can't explain it. It's just ridiculous. They say Trilby may have really existed. I've read some newspapers from around the late 20th century. How is that relevant? Never mind. Oh, they should have listened to Janine, you guys. Who was the... who... I see? He's the difficult one, I don't know why. Who's this? A completely bald man in a torn red robe. He helped us get away from Canning and the guard. I've never seen anyone like that. Did he come in with you? No. There was just me falling down the elevator shaft. Okay, that's all. Good. Like the Emperor. Good. Oh, I should have made her sound. No, she has to sound like Hardy. This door's been sealed with a time lock. We won't be able to open it until tomorrow morning. Who could have done that? Canning? I doubt it. The man in red told us not to roam the hallway at night. Presumably he has taken steps to ensure this. For crying out loud, I have to get home. I have to be back at work tomorrow. We are all inconvenienced, Mr. DeCabe, but whining like a child is not going to help. I know, it's just... I know. We should take the opportunity to rest. We can discuss our escape in the morning. Samantha is like a mix of Philip Harty and Angela Garrett from 7 Days. It's Angela's infuriatingly calm logic, coupled with Philip's, brash. He always goes for conflict, always looking for conflict. Hello, who are you? Is your mother around? Or your father? Wrong buzzword. The wrong buzzword. But of course, you knew it was gonna be a dream. Because it's the first night they went to sleep. Sorry if you didn't know that. We can discuss the plan. Plan? The door has now been unlocked. Our next move will be to take Canning hostage. Again? If at first you don't succeed. His door is being guarded by the Trilby Guard. It will be your task to distract him. Why me? The threat of physical violence must be made to get Canning under control. You obviously cannot make this threat, so it has to be me. All you have to do is lure the guard away from the main corridor, giving me the chance to slip in. Now, how will you know when the coast is clear? Do you have a cell phone? Of course. Take my number. We can't reach the outside world, but we should be able to make calls within the complex. Call when you have achieved your objective or if there are points you wish to discuss. Okay. I'll give you Janine's number too. I'm sure you still have many questions for us both. Nice. Yeah, the phone mechanism is new in 6 days, and according to Yahtzee, the guy who makes these games, he said that in 5 days he wanted to avoid the fact that you always had to walk around and look for the characters if you wanted to talk to them. And so in this game you can always phone them, so you don't have to go from room to room if you want to call them somewhere or anything. You can just phone them. And it works well, and we have to do this later a lot. Twice did the 28th day of the 7th month pass, and the prince gazed with great concern upon the land of technology as the carving of the slave passed through the hands of a great many ignorant men of technology, but the king would not let him take his vengeance. For he said, "The guide seeks the carving of the slave, and it is through his desire he shall fulfill his destiny. It will not be long before the guide learns that his duty has not yet been completed, and then he shall do as I have foreseen." And as the king said it, so was it so, for the bridge keeper did touch one of the ignorant men, and by their conjoined hands was the thief wife thrown down, and truly did she know the name of the king. And with this act the guide said, "I see you now, bridge keeper, I have found you, and I have not forgotten." And he came to the tree that was the prince's soul, for it was here that the carving of the slave had been brought. And that's it. And there's a little post-it note here. I'll add it to my journal. Instructions for opening locker. You only have to ask. Yeah, actually, Okay, so there's this lock, but instead of numbers you use letters, and this one took me a while to figure out. Could you probably does anything come to mind? You just have to ask, you know. So I'm gonna tell you that the last letter is gonna be N. And I'm gonna tell you that the third letter is gonna be E. I'm gonna tell you that this letter is gonna be P, and this one's O. And believe it or not, but that's how you do. That's how you do it. Keycard. And that's all we need to... This is actually a lot like the locker from 7 Days. So many... This is... You can truly only enjoy this game if you've played the first ones. So what's happening now is we have to distract the guy who looks like Trilby, but is totally not Trilby. I mean, why would he be Trilby, you guys? That's ridiculous. Don't even think that this is Trilby for a moment. Clearly you saw him die in the beginning of the game. So how... And also he's back now, so how can this even... I mean, he's clearly... He must be an illusion or something like that. Yeah. So, the way we get rid of the guard... the thing is, this also took me a long time to figure out, because I thought what you had to do was just distract him, because he's going to follow you if you come close. Distract him, and then, you know, lure him down the hallway or something, then call Samantha, but that's not how you do it. You have to dispose of him a little bit more permanently. So, here we go. He's also faster than you, so you should plan it a little bit ahead. Gotta make it. This is new. I should have shown you this first. Is he going to come in? Oh god, it's some kind of ancient skeleton dressed in the remnants of an anorak. There's a huge hole in the back of its skull too. Well, you wouldn't know who this is. I mean, clearly it's just some random corpse. And there's a disturbance above him. Some kind of manifestation hovering above the ground. It looks so strange to my eyes, like a black hole in the air itself. He's supposed to come in here. I don't know why it didn't work. Let's save. Maybe we need to discover this first. Maybe I should have done this right from the start. So yeah, there's a disturbance in here. And we're going to lure the guard to this disturbance. Okay, now it plays. The cutscene. Wait! What the hell is that? The hotel. And he's dead again. Sorry, you guys. Every time you get to see someone who looks like Trilby, the game takes him away from you. Ugh. Such a shame. And by the way, if you didn't figure out what that corpse was supposed to be, it was Lenkman. I'm just gonna tell you up front. Because it's not gonna be mentioned later in the game. Oh. What the hell was that? Truly. What the hell is that? Not man. Father. Oh no. Oh no, I can't even click the doors anymore. Oh no. You guys. Do you think something might be going on in here? I don't know. I guess we have to wait until the next episode when we call Samantha to finally arrest the cultists. See you then.